Oh my gosh, bro, that's crazy. Now, yeah. Yo, what's good? Everyone's popping. Everyone. First stream ever, Robert Fangs, and I think, uh, no, can you tell me what happened, bro? I'm finna see my fake bar.
Man, I mean, we're a little new to this, maybe. We're not veterans at the whole streaming thing, so we tried streaming, maybe like five
Bro,
minutes ago.
why you look so tired? Like, bro. Wait, I'm gonna mute.
Man, I mean,
I'm gonna mute.
I think we kind of went through it a little bit, you know. We tried streaming like it was like 5 minutes ago or something.
Bro, this can't be. Wait, I'm so sorry, bro. All right, all right. I'm gonna let you go.
No, yeah, so no, we tried streaming like 5 minutes ago, and we were going through it. We are getting back into it, the whole groove of things, and then we realized the stream was private. No one was seeing it, so yeah. But don't worry, we figured out how it works. So we're here now. It's public. People can actually see this, so we're good now.
Yes, sir. Now, we want to make sure that we're. Man, I'm crying from that, bro. That shit was so funny. Um, Background: we are a YouTube channel that posts videos, and if you go back to our channel, this is not a podcast. So if you wanted a podcast, get the out of here, bro. Um, I'm not saying I hate podcasts. I know it looks like that format, but we are very much like we're just trying to stream and chill. We even have a display
Yeah, no.
screen just so that just in case we react to some stuff, we have it right in front of you guys, like right here. And I know it looks clean, so I know we don't have any sound effects up, but I'm gonna find one. But yeah, the whole point of our stream is just there's a lot of topics we want to talk about. A lot of our videos are like hella niche, or like they're posted a week or two after something happens, and we want to be able to like really just get on there
Yeah,
just as soon as something happens, just to talk to you guys and like really go crazy. So, um, I
that's true.
know.
Because our last upload was a while ago. We've missed out on a lot of things.
Oh no,
And
I shit ton of things, bro.
yeah.
But yeah, let me not take it away from you, bro. Go ahead and step us into something new, bro, and we can go ahead and go crazy because a lot of our videos are
All
edited
right.
out. We say a lot of fun stuff. That's how I'm gonna describe it.
That's true. That's true. I mean, obviously, today is June 7th. We're only a few days away from the 2026 World Cup happening. Holy
Holy moly!
wow. First of all, crazy that this is even coming around. It honestly doesn't even feel like it's coming around. But I mainly wanted to bring it up just because, you and I, we are American citizens. We got the U.S. team, the official final U.S.
Yes,
roster
sir. Yes, sir.
that came out for this game. There was obviously a lot of discussion going around about the team,
we're,
obviously the group
we're,
that it's in.
we're gonna get. Oh my god! Hey, welcome to the chat, man. Spot me. Go ahead and just like say something, say hi, say what's up. But I'm gonna pull up the USA roster. Keep going, bro. My bad.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of mixed emotions around. I would say just like the team and the federation in general leading up to this World Cup. There's a
Right.
lot of weird things going on here and there. And then obviously with the team, the official final team coming out,
Right.
I feel like that just widened up things even more in terms of mixed opinions and I would say uncertainties leading into this
What's
World
the
Cup. There's obviously
biggest?
a lot
What's
of
the biggest
people.
disagreement you have with it, though? Let's start. Let's start there.
I mean, I think obviously a huge thing is leaving out Diego Luna when he had been in most of the games leading up to the World Cup. He's been doing well. He's been like a real spark in the team as well. He's been playing well in MLS for Real Salt Lake as well.
For real.
So that was a big surprise to see him be completely omitted, which is again crazy to me because he had been with the team for so long before the World Cup, and now he's just gonna miss it.
And it's like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hate or like say it's weird, but you got to think the whole reason why you're in that for so long is to become a part of the U.S. men's team. So like, imagine doing all that work,
Yeah,
putting in work. A huge reason why we even gotten there was because of his passion, and all of a sudden you can't make it. Like, I don't know. I'd be a little salty too. Like, I'd be. I'm not saying he is salty, but right now this is the. Let's go ahead and show it to you. This is literally the official. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through,
yeah,
bro. You can go ahead and just like give him a tour, but
yeah.
bro.
Got Matt Turner. Okay, I thought this was gonna be in order. It's like in number order.
My bad, bro. This is the official website. You gotta blame him, not me.
Yeah, yeah. I
Tyler
mean, so
Adams.
far all these, yeah, I mean, all these options so far that we scrolled through are good. Like
Okay,
they've been with the team for a hell of years. They've been performing well as well.
for real. Especially Gio Reyna. I'm so glad that dude's back. I am so glad, bro. I really do think that I wouldn't say he got hoed last time, but there was obviously out off the field,
There's just,
you
yeah,
know.
there's a whole lot of drama with him and his parents and stuff. I know a lot of people kind of hang that over his head, but like Gio Reyna is like I would still say like a good spark for this team when it comes to the attacking side of things.
Right. And I think that to say that, I don't know, you can try and come up with a way or a reason why he wasn't on the field like that. But I mean, in general, we don't know what happened behind the scenes. A lot of people were trying to blame it on just different things, either the manager's attitude or he must have a bad attitude outside of the field. But like, no one knows these players, bro. Like, this is just our national team, and we should respect it from that standpoint. Whatever happened last time happened, But at the same time, you know, again, from the looks of it, especially when he was playing with BBB, right at that time,
Yeah.
he was putting up some good numbers, at least like for an American player. I'm gonna just say for an American player because we don't have a history of
Yeah.
having amazing players. But shout out Michael Bradley and everybody else there. But I don't know.
True.
All right, cool. We got Wesley McKinney. Let's go with him.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, goat. To be honest,
All right, bro. You think he should be the face compared to Christian?
I feel like just having like a face in general is like such an American sports way of looking at things. You know what I mean? Like,
Barry. But you
and I
gotta
think
admit though,
especially
I'm gonna let you keep going.
because like I know what you're trying to say because I
Right,
definitely like McKenny is probably all around best player on the team, but also too I think we need to be really looking at just the team in general, like just having like a good cohesive team. Because there was also just the game yesterday against Germany. I got to see like bits and pieces of it because I think it's good to kind of look at these games like right before the World Cup too, as
right.
opposed to all the ones like maybe like a year before or so. But I don't know. I mean, the team's looking shaky, and I mean, we'll have to
Shaky.
see.
But nah, I feel it, and I think especially with I don't know how the other teams kind of respect us from a standpoint of on the field because we haven't really seen him play for a while. I haven't seen too much from him, but there was a clip. Tim Weah had a hard tackle on one of the German players, and they were livid. I mean, it was a clean tackle,
Yeah,
but people were saying that late in the match in a friendly is just disrespectful because you're running the risk of injuring a German player for absolutely no reason.
yeah,
Um, I love Tim Weah though. Like he's my favorite player on the U.S. team. I'm gonna stand on that. But I also
yeah.
think that like there has to be a sense of like you can still call someone out just a bit to like have him chill out because I don't know that was a crazy tackle. I'm not gonna lie.
That's true. I can understand it too in a way because obviously the team is on home soil for this World Cup, so I can understand some of like that passion that's coming through. And but yeah, I would definitely chill out on that. And I'm curious too if that's gonna kind of lead into the actual World Cup games, because that kind of reminds me of like the 2002 World Cup when the South Korean players were just going crazy every game with the tackles and stuff. It
Yeah,
was wild. Um,
yeah,
so I'd be curious if that same kind of thing is going to happen with, I mean, U.S., Mexico, or Canada, but it remains to be seen because obviously we're a couple of days removed, and the games that we have in the World Cup as well. Australia, Paraguay, Turkey. I mean, casual fans will say, "Oh man, those are just some small countries. Whatever, we're gonna beat them
casual,
easy." But
casual,
honestly,
emphasis on the casual,
like those are some pretty decent teams.
for real. And I think that yeah, let me try to play some in the back for a while we talk. But
Yeah.
I also think that it's important to note that America does have something to prove here, because
Oh
Christian's
yeah.
getting older. We do need to. I'm not saying we need to pass the torch because Christian's gonna be here for a while, but he's had opportunities to really put us up there. And when it comes down to it, like, we do have other names still kind of a little outshining him at times, like Diego Papia, for example. Like, I just think that this is his last chance to really show everybody that he is, like, this Captain America, right? I don't know. Not Diego Papa. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm getting my Diego Papa's a fucking football player. Um, so I'm trying to look for I'm like thinking of three things at the same time because I need to look for like a nice song. Um,
Yeah.
you can speak, bro. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Yeah. My bad. My bad. I was just waiting for you to
Yeah.
like pull up the play that you're meaning. But yeah. I mean, no, it's true. Um, there's going to be a lot to prove. I mean, not just for Pulisic, but I feel like for the whole team. But I feel like too, we talking about Pulisic maybe passing the torch or whatever, and then we bring up Diego Luna as well because the attacking part of this team, I feel like there's always been a mixed bag because I feel like the
Right.
wingers have always been pretty good, have always been pretty solid. We got Weah on one side, Pulisic on the other. Striker has always been like I don't know how you would describe it, but it's been the real weak points of the attack in this team. We've not been able to find like that one guy that can really hold down the position. We've tried out Josh Sargent, who by the way is not going to the World Cup,
Surprising.
which is kind of crazy. That was a little surprising for me, especially because he left England to then go back to the MLS to try to play more, to be in like a better position
To be
to
for the work,
potentially
yeah.
go to the World Cup, and he's not going, which is crazy. But we tried out Ricardo Pepi, who I feel like is inconsistent. There's times where he is really good, other times where maybe not as good.
And question: Do you will YouTube call us out if you play like some like actual audio, like music audio?
Wait, what?
Will YouTube call us out if you play like music, like actual music, if we're on stream?
There's a chance probably. I don't know for sure though, but there could always be a chance.
Okay. Well, I'm playing audio in the back. Hopefully, it's clean to you.
Okay, I
It says no
think we'll
copyright
be
on
alright.
Spotify, so
I think we'll be alright.
all right. But
But yeah, I mean, excuse me. We tried out Pepe, tried out Balogun too, who honestly I'm a fan of, and I'm liking him so far when he's played. So hopefully that kind of momentum can carry on into
right
the actual World Cup.
on top of that, how do you feel about, I don't know, Brendan Aronson?
Brandon Aronson, I feel like is still good. Definitely still has a lot to prove, honestly, because especially for like when I've watched him play for Leeds, he's really really good there. So like I don't know, it's just a matter of kind of different teams having a different setups, like just having to bring what he brought to Leeds to the
Right.
national team. So I mean, I'm always hopeful about him because I know he's got crazy talent.
And I mean, I'm more so just worried about Tim Ream. Um,
Yeah, bro's
on the back end,
hell
you know.
now, like,
First of all, you mentioned age. I was just gonna talk about you kind of add.
but
Oh my
it goes
gosh,
hand in hand though, you know.
it does, and I think like the old age means ass.
I mean, listen, some players, you know, they get better when they get older. Some players, like Tim Ream, I kind of wish we could just move on from
Right,
because he
bro.
is so old. He probably should not be starting, but
And his World Cup performance
that's where we're
last
at.
time, I'm not gonna lie, I know people tried hard not to blame him, and I understand. Like, it is important, it's an imperative to understand that people like make mistakes, and we're not the players on the field. So like, there will be things that happen that we just may not like. But boy, if you watch the highlights or like the replays, whoa.
Nah, yeah, Tim Ream got this man sick. Oh man. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Tim Ream has not always, you know, been the
Yeah,
brightest
fuck no,
spot in the
no
Scussions
more Tim
belt.
Ream, no more Tim Ream, no more Tim Ream. Yeah, fuck Tim Ream. I'm not wait,
Yeah,
not like that, not like that,
yeah.
not like that. But jokes. But full honesty, man.
Nah, he spawned some black magic on you or something, bro.
Yeah, bro. What the hell, bro? It's these figs, man. Gosh. But welcome to the chat, guys. Whoever new, go ahead and say something. Pop in real quick. Say something real quick. Say something to the Frolic Fangs. I know we have some nice videos in the back. Check the channel. Our first stream, really
Yeah,
trying to get cooking with this. To be honest, we're just kind of like spacing out right now. We're talking about U.S. men's soccer, but you know, we're gonna branch off and talk about the other stuff. But yeah, let's keep it going on.
yeah,
Let's see here. Let's go down the list. Actually, let's continue going down the list.
yeah. A few more players to go.
Yes, sir. So, and I think you already mentioned. Um, let's go up. You mentioned
Yeah,
Ricardo.
because I think we've mentioned all these players so
Right.
far. Yeah,
Miles Robinson.
Miles Robinson always like pretty solid at the back, honestly.
Okay. And you
Got
think
us
that
some
we have a
players
young
there.
back that like can really take the heat?
I hope so, because we know Tim Ream is going to be right next to him.
Is Tim really gonna be the best, bro? Every single stream after each match they play, bro, I already know we're gonna have some stuff for Tim Ream, even if he doesn't play, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh my god.
But that's the thing. We know he is going to be playing.
I don't know why. Yo, but he does look hella serious here. He might show up, you know. And I'm not saying he hasn't showed up.
Maybe.
He really has, but just it's a maybe now at this point. You know.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe being on home soil will like just completely rejuvenate him. I don't know.
For real. All right. Well. Sebastian Berhalter.
That's kind of the other big one that I've seen mixed opinions on, because obviously he is the son of the former head coach of this team, Greg Berhalter. Maybe hasn't been the
Nepotism.
best for a national team.
Nepotism. Or not?
Maybe, but at the
I'm
same time,
asking
I
you,
will
bro.
say
Nepotism or not?
honestly, I want to say no,
Okay.
because I have watched him play in MLS for Vancouver Whitecaps, and he is genuinely good for that team. So
Okay.
I feel like it's a good addition, but I do understand the concerns because there's probably some other midfielders that have been left out. Like, well, But
The
anyways,
fact that you couldn't even name any should already tell you he's a nice midfielder, bro.
yeah,
Let's move on. Let's move on.
yeah.
Bro, I don't know why this pose is frying me, yo. I don't know why this pose is completely frying me. Oh
Nah,
my
he's
gosh.
ready, man.
He that was the most unsure ready ever, man. All right, keep going though.
No, yeah. I mean, Roldan's good. I'm not really too worried about him.
Okay. Another brother, let's go.
Alex Freeman
Alex
is a
Freeman.
baller. He's kind of new on the scene, but he was a huge ball in MLS for Orlando City. Went to Villarreal, I think, in La Liga. That's the club he went to, I think. But yeah, no, this guy is a baller for
Facts.
sure. Gonna be like a really good fullback. Um, I think I want to say he's a left back. So
He is
um,
a yeah, it just says defender. I think they know that people who watch soccer in America don't necessarily watch soccer, so like they just put defender. They don't actually put the
yeah,
specific like
yeah,
because if they were to see CB, like no one's gonna know what the CB is. I'm not gonna lie. Which I mean, we know, and if we explain it to somebody, they'll know. But at the same time, your average like viewer who's just watching for the World Cup like every 4 years.
yeah. My bad. He's a right back, but
Okay,
like a good competition with Serginho Dest. Like those are both good right backs for the team. So shit, we are solid there.
yes sir. Malik Tillman.
Malik Tillman, I've always been a Malik Tillman fan. He's just he's just good, bro. He's got the techers and whatnot. He's got the skills and
You're
shit.
right. Bro, I feel like you only got good words to say for like, our players here. I think it's nice. And this dude came from Germany too. I mean, shout out to him. I know if he joined the German team, he knew he was gonna get that much playing time, which I respect it for, coming back to the US, you feel me? But at the same time, I really do hope that he succeeds. And again, I mean, he's coming off of a name that isn't necessarily known for soccer. Um, whether or not he was gonna make the German national team or not is a different question. But at the same time, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you got to pick or choose in battles there. It's either A, like he does have the passion to play for the U.S., or B, he just stopped getting playing time here was the main decision. I don't know about you, but
I mean, we have a lot of players like that on the team that could qualify for hella different national teams. So
then she
it's
choose
just
to stay
good, like
here.
whenever. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Um. But yeah, bro, bro's same age as us, bro. We're really like the new generation. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, this this is actually wild.
Actually, wild. Okay, we got Mac Arfston
Yeah,
or
Max
Max Arfston.
Arfton.
Max Arfston. Okay.
Um, nah, yeah, I mean, decent. Like he's probably not going to be. Well,
Starter.
maybe he is. Maybe I don't know. I mean, but he's always been like a good player for Columbus. So um, I think he's going to just be like a good squad player for the team. Really. Um, not really too much to say there.
Right, and he's from Fresno, California. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. What you think about Haji Wright?
Haji Wright. I forgot to mention him when I was talking about strikers earlier, but this is my guy right here. Absolutely love Haji Wright. He is a really, really good striker. It's honestly crazy to me it's taken him like this long to actually like get involved in the national team. I would say like on a consistent basis, really,
Mm.
because dude is a baller. Dude's always scoring for Coventry.
Oh, he's
They just got
27 for
promoted to
real.
the Premier League. Yeah, so yeah, he's he's a really good striker. He really should be the starting one, in my opinion. But
I think it's just a matter of trust, bro. Again, new to the scene, not new as a player, or not a rookie at all, but um, I think they will give him, like a 65th minute sub, and they'll give him at least like 25, 15 minutes to show up, and I'm sure he will. And we've seen it though. Like,
hopefully,
yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'm confident that somebody from LA, is gonna show out. So, shout out, bro.
and that's true.
Yes, sir. I don't think I've seen, bro. I don't think I've seen him.
That's Balogun.
How is he?
He's the other like, because I mean, it's really, I mean, especially with this team, him, Pepe, and then Wright kind of competing for the striker role, I'd say. But like, I'd say Balogun is probably better than Pepe, and then it's kind of up to like Balogun and Haji Wright, I would say, battling out. But Balogun has been good. He's been showing up, especially recently. I feel like for the team as well. So, I mean, I think we're good there when it comes to Balogun and the strikers. It's just a matter of like which one is gonna be able to go like above and beyond and like
Right.
actually, you know, and go crazy.
And just as soon as you said that,
Hell yeah.
we don't even gotta say nothing. We can move past this, bro.
Yeah.
I know that sounded like Glaze the way we. Oh my gosh, bro, that was hella Glaze. But you gotta admit, like, let's just keep it going,
But
bro.
yeah, Tim Wayne's great.
You
That's
know,
all it's needed.
Mark McKenzie.
Center back, I mean, I think he's all right. I remember it was like a few years back when he was like first starting the team when he was really bad. Um, but obviously that was a few years ago. Now was now. So I mean,
Let him show up.
you
That's it.
know,
Let him show up.
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
And also center backs, again, need all the help they need with Tim Ream there.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say there's no. I feel like he's got to be the baseline. Like if you think you're trash, but you're right here, and this is Tim Ream, you're not trash. You're not. You're not.
Yeah,
So calm down, bro. You are
yeah,
good. Um,
yeah. Good squad option there.
see here, Joe Scally. Oh, that sounds like
Joe
a cool
Scally,
ass last
another good
name.
fullback. Another good fullback, really good fullback. Honestly, probably. Well, no, I'm not going to go that far, but I'd say all our fullbacks are really good. Like Jedi, Dest,
Oh my
Freeman,
gosh, Dash. Oh
Scally.
my gosh. Whoa, I forgot.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, we do have a nice yeah.
yeah.
That
All the fullbacks are really good. All the
okay.
options there. Yeah.
Matt Freeze.
Now that's a crazy pose.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, look. I mean, look. This the piece is kind of nice though. It is kind of nice. So I literally cannot hate. You know, he do got some jewels in there for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm dripping.
heck yeah. Whoa. Okay. Dripping. Chris Brady. Never haven't seen him play. Haven't heard of him. But to
I
be
mean, he's
honest,
just like the third goalkeeper, so
okay,
he's not gonna be playing anyways. Yeah, just having his option.
right. Nah, but that no, not. Congrats though. Congrats again. All these players,
I mean,
congrats for
yeah,
even being
yeah,
on the team in general. Let's not mistake that. It is very important to
that's
like
true.
understand. It is an honor no matter what. Um. Oh my gosh, bro.
Zendejas. Now this is one of the more puzzling options from Poch,
Right.
Pochettino, head coach of the national team. He loves picking this dude, and I'm not sure, man. We got people like Diego Luna. I'd even say too, someone like Tanner Tessman has also been good. You got players like that are being left off, and I feel like Zendejas is always getting picked. And obviously, no disrespect to him, but he's not been the greatest whenever I've watched him, and so it's always kind of interesting that Poch continues to select him each time, and so I'm hopeful if and when he does play at this World Cup that he's able to prove some and show that he actually, will be good for the national team, can be good in the attack, but I don't
Right.
know. It's one of the more puzzling options, I would say, from Poch.
Um. There had to be like some type of scout report that he saw to say, hey, like we may not even give this guy time, but it's like a fucking might as well type of thing because um was there anybody else who was a forward that you would have put above him that didn't make it?
I mean, definitely
That was
Diego
gonna be
Luna.
cool with being a late like a sub, like a backup option or of a second
I mean,
backup.
I think honestly, anybody, as long as you even just make it to the World Cup, I feel like that's already like cool as hell. So like, I feel like even if Diego Luna was chosen and he wasn't going to be a starter, like he would still be there, able to make an impact of some sort in any of the, at least the three group stage games that we have. So like, nah, yeah, I would definitely still have Diego Luna in there for the attack as an option.
Sorry, bro. Someone's asking me if they got a Cubs game. I don't even watch baseball, but hey, yo, shout out Cubs though. For real. Shout out Cubs. Shout out Cubs. I don't even know. But look, I'm just gonna say, I do not know. Do you happen to know if the Cubs game's going on?
Nah, not.
All right, but let me see. I don't know if there's a Cubs game. Cubs game going on. I don't know where
All
they're
I'm gonna
playing.
say though is go Reds,
Yes.
even
Oh,
though
wait.
they're mid as
Whoa.
hell. But
Um, Dodger boy over here, and we're never mid. And I know people are gonna say, "Well, Shohei this, Shohei that." Well, we got Shohei. That don't matter. So, um, yo, Freddie Freeman had a crazy catch yesterday, or not yesterday, but
yeah,
I forgot when it was, bro. But it was like hella recent. Was it yesterday? I don't know. But he literally split his legs, bro. Pause. But
damn.
yeah, nah, he was. Yeah, he went crazy. They literally had to run it for review. Nah, crazy catch. Shout out Freddie.
Shout out baseball. I've been trying to get more into it, but you know, as I said, go Reds.
No, I think part of the journey is just being a part of a team that you genuinely like. You're not doing it because they win, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I've always been a Dodger fan because I've been in the LA area. It was either that or Angels,
yeah.
and I think the Dodgers just were cooler, I guess,
Well,
to me.
I think too with because there's places like LA and New York. There's always like the one team out of the two that more people will go towards. So
Right. And that's right here is the Dodgers, and it's the same thing with the Clippers and the Lakers. Like, um, and I don't know why you still choose Clippers over Lakers, Noah, but we're gonna discuss that another time, bro. I'm not saying you're a fan of both,
what do you mean,
but
bro?
wait, your Lakers over Clippers,
Well, I wouldn't say I really like either,
bro?
to be
That's why I
honest.
didn't ask you. All right, bro. I'm just playing with you. Yeah. So, um, I don't know. Everything's been great so far. I think the team right now is has had a huge makeover from last time, and I think I'm not surprised by the fact that four or three big stars that we kind of know and love got taken away. But I think the nature of it is like we just needed to try something different. I mean, like there's a lot of new faces on. There's people from our year '02 that are on here um, that were either on the bench last time or who I would say weren't expected to get any time at all. So I think yeah, this time whole new approach, and I think we need it. I think as well as that, um, it's kind of like Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari, right? I think from
Hmm.
last year he did terrible. F1 2025 just I don't know, it just was not for him. And I think Ferrari is very much stuck in their ways a lot of the times, and they're very much like the top team. And I love Ferrari so much, so I even have a poster of them and like a few like lookbooks of their cars. But I just think that
Yeah,
yeah, with Lewis being there, they were able to just understand that hey, like we'll give it a chance. We'll have him come in, critique it, move the team up a little bit, change my race engineer. See if we can go crazy. And today, bro, Monaco P2, which is insane
man.
for a goat, bro. And I know we got a new F1 fan over here, bro. So shout out, bro. But yeah, Noah, let us know.
Yeah,
I
I
know
was
you maybe have not watched the race, but you watched Canada and the other one. So what's up?
yeah, no, I was not able to watch this one today. I knew it was happening today though, but by the time I woke up, it was like already done. So,
Right. That's what
but
I'm
I
saying.
watched the previous two. It was Canada, and then what was the other one? Was it
Canada,
Miami?
and then there was Miami.
Yeah, it was those two. I mean, yeah, I'm getting into F1 for the first time, which is crazy. I would say like racing, like auto racing, has always been I'd say something that I've had like a distant interest in. Like not something that I've ever dived into, but it's always
Right.
interested me. Like especially like when I was a kid, like NASCAR was always something that was like interesting to me.
Right.
But I never like really got into it. I was just like, okay, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, all right, I know everything. Um, but now getting into F1 for the first time too, because now F1 is streaming on Apple TV. I've heard too that there's like new rules and stuff happening this year as well, so that's
Right.
also like a good starting point as well for someone new. So
And
yeah, first two races I watched, like obviously I'm still just kind of learning different things. Like even just the last one, the Canada one, I was still just learning like what the teams were, who was on each team. I'm not a fan of anyone in specific just yet. I'm waiting to see. But
okay, but let's be honest. Let's be honest here, bro. Let's be honest here. Okay. Okay. F1 is not EPL. F1 is not Bundesliga. F1 is not League One. F1 is not La Liga. F1 is not NBA. F1 is not NFL. And F1 is not NHL. F1 is not MLB. F1 is not cricket. F1 is F1. All right. And what I mean by that is it's not like if you get a different driver, you will all of a sudden be P1, P2, P3. You're just not. That's just not how it works in F1. It's not like, you can train in the off season and then go crazy next season. There are just going to be some teams who will be performing it the same way as possible over in the past 5-6 years. That's just how it works. And it's based on car, mid positions, all that, and just engine, and just a lot of agreements in the background that you don't see and I don't see. But
Yeah.
it is ensured that McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes, and Red Bull are guaranteed to always be the top teams, right? At least them. So if you're
Yeah.
talking about like a team, or let's say if you put like a top 10 list out there, or a top 5-6 list, they're always going to be there. Then you have maybe 2 extra spots, right? I
Mhm.
would say the 2 extra spots right now would be Racing Bulls is still part of Red Bull, so I mean they're still good, but I don't necessarily count them. But right now, I would have to say, man, I'm trying to think who's been putting up points. Alpine has been decent as of late. Alpine usually isn't necessarily up there all the time, but they have been
Yeah.
yeah. But I was gonna ask you, bro, just going back on topic. Is there any team that you look at and you're like, I kind of don't want to be sad if I watch them. Now, for me, Ferrari, it's okay. I've learned to grow with failure, and I think with failure comes some strife, and that's
Yeah.
what we see with Lewis today. But what is your take on picking a certain team, bro? Do you want to see a winning team, or do you just want a team that, like, what goes into deciding that?
I think it's kind of difficult because so at least like while I was watching the Canada race too, that's when I was learning about the teams, and I was learning too about I guess like the purpose of the teams. Because obviously, as a new F1 fan, I'm just seeing a bunch of different people racing, and so I'm
Right,
wondering like, okay, what's the point of teams if they're all just racing individually? But I learned more. How like there's only one pit stop, for example, for the whole team, and obviously they're still under instruction from um, the people in charge of the team and whatnot. So like I was able to kind of understand that stuff and be like, oh, okay, so there actually is like a bit more of a team element in that regard besides just them racing different cars and whatnot. So
right.
kind of understanding that. I
And I think
mean,
as well, like, um, you've seen it. Like, there are times when unexpected things do happen as well, where
yeah,
a fan favorite, like not a fan favorite, but people were in love with George Russell last year. I mean, there were like you still had haters, but there was this idea that if you did see George Russell and you saw someone post him on F1 like last year or 2 years ago, they would love his memes. They would love the way kind of like his personality was. He was sassy. Now all of a sudden, like especially when he was doing good in the beginning of the season, it's like this hate train. And all of a sudden, now that he's back on like back down in the dumps, like rock bottom, on some SpongeBob shit, now it's okay. No, we're back to liking George Russell again, and you see a similar formula where even if you like a team, even if a driver doesn't have to do anything wrong, but people most
yeah,
likely kind of always have a hate for, um, I would say the race winner if they don't like you as like a person in a sense. It'll be a random reason, like a very random reason. Like for example, Max has the most like consistent fans. I mean, like they are
yeah.
diehard. It's
That is
Max.
true.
Yeah, it's Max Way or the Highway, and it's. I wouldn't say it's weird, but like, dog. Like sometimes it's like there is, you know what I mean? Like just because somebody other than Max wins does not mean F1 is dead, right? There are some fans who
Yeah,
genuinely think that because Max isn't up top, there must be something wrong with the sport, and it's like, I understand. Like he's driving a Mercedes AMG, um, in in different circuits like Nurburgring and stuff, and he's still performing pretty good there. But it's just like I know like there's like a DQ or something like that, but even then he's really really good off of F1. or outside of F1. But
Yeah.
you have to understand that, dude. Like there are certain times when you're not going to win all the time. It's just going to be different. It's very easy to hate Lewis because a big part of it is a big part of it. And I think you know. I think you know what I mean. I don't think I have to say why a lot of people hate Lewis
Yeah.
Hamilton, right? Or they hate him based for reasons because he's like I just don't like him, and we all know a good amount of reasons
Yeah.
why. You know, but going back to
Yeah.
what you were saying, bro, didn't want to cut you off. Just kind of wanted to expand on like
No,
the
yeah.
sport as a whole.
No, yeah, because I was obviously just trying to understand that part of it. So kind of understanding more of that part. I mean, I know for sure the one team that I do not want to root for, and it is
Be honest, bro.
McLaren, bro. I mean,
Whoo! I
McLaren.
thought you were about to say Ferrari. Woo! Oh
Nah,
my
yeah,
god. Okay.
because like watching it, really being locked in, and kind of knowing all that like
Papaya rule stuff.
important context and stuff like that, and then watching the Canada race and
Bro, when I tell
seeing
you
seeing Norris and Piastri just go. I mean, man, that let me know. That let me know. Like, nah.
not for you. And it's not even that, bro. It's like, or it's not. It's on top of that. Like, their their team, like Zach Brown is not. I don't know if you've heard of like some stuff. He's like he's just weird, bro. I don't know. He's just a little weird. And I think like I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Let me show you what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Like, let me see. Let me just search. Let me just search some Koreans, bro. Let me, bro. Okay, okay. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, bro. Because I don't think you
Yeah.
understand. This is the dude that. Let's just play it, bro. I understand there's certain pronunciation with certain words, but like you can understand that like it's a bit too far when you're saying it like that. I'm not trying to say like he doesn't take it serious, but like his personality is just very like he tries to be the charismatic. You know, people want try to be charismatic and they try to be like the person that everyone likes, but then they end up just being a little
Yeah.
more insufferable. Especially with the way he handled Oscar. Oh my gosh, I don't think you understand. I don't know if you looked into it yet. Please let me know
Nah.
if you did, bro. So there's this thing called proprietary rules, right? It's to understand that if one thing happens to one driver, the other one gets equal treatment, right? So if
Right.
one driver happens to get passed on during a pit lane stop, you're giving that place back. But best know if that happens to you, that you're getting your place back as well in a different race.
Right.
They weren't upholding that value with Oscar, bro, and yet
Mm.
they were claiming they did, right? And at certain times, yes, they did at certain times, but it started to lean into a lot more of a like, hey, we clearly like Lando. You're kind of just here for the ride. Um,
Mm.
there
Yeah.
was like literally last year, they had an altercation, and Oscar was asking for his place back. He was like, hey, like that's not fair. He literally bumped into me, and they're saying, hey, we'll get back to you. They never did. And Lando ended up getting a podium, and they celebrated without Oscar there first, even though you're supposed to wait for your second driver, even if he didn't.
Wow.
It was so bad. It was so bad, bro.
Wow.
Lando. Let's see, I'm trying to find it, bro. But yeah, let me. I just want your opinion on that, bro. Just I know you already hate McLaren, but I want to hear more from that.
I mean, you're just giving me more reasons to to not be a fan, really. Because yeah, that sounds wild.
Right, and I'm trying to show you this too, bro. This is important for context, bro.
Yeah.
Lando, look.
Yeah.
This is Lando driving the car. Oscar is quite clearly, he has the line, right? Like when you're turning that
Yeah.
corner, you need to leave. You don't just dive bomb and then straight into somebody and then expect Oscar to
Right.
back off. Oscar was in the right here, okay? Now, I want you to understand this, bro, right? If you see this, and mind you, there's another race before this one where Lando had a longer, I wouldn't say a longer pit stop, but just Oscar passed him and took his place during that race. And they said, "Hey Oscar, give Lando's place back. It's all good, man. You got to do it though. You got to do it." And he was like, "Fine,
Yeah.
whatever." A lot of people were saying that he should have just ignored the team, but like you're not gonna ignore the team. That's like your team. You don't want to fucking you don't want to get shit on because you're not listening to your team. So you're like, fuck it, whatever. Hey,
Right.
I'll just give that to him, and I'm sure they'll get back to me. Papaya rules, right? Promised. This race happens. Oscar gets tucked. Like he gets literally like clipped. Oscar says, "Yo, um, what are we gonna do about this? Like, are we not gonna are we not gonna, like what's up? I'm gonna
Yeah.
show you this right now. I'm gonna show you this right now. Look,
Damn.
they were arguing with him, even though he was in the right. He is totally correct. If you don't, and if we're talking, look, in a sense of like you said, every team has two drivers. Okay, so it's very individualistic and it's very egotistical. You don't have to respect what the other driver says. You don't have to respect what your team says. You just have to be selfish. That is the main point. Toto says this a lot, especially with the Kimi and Russell battle that happened in Canada. However, if you are promising your team that you will treat them the same, then that is on you if that doesn't happen. And you can't be like, oh, well, it's F1. You can't just go, you can't backtrack to that reason and say, oh, well, actually, we don't have to really listen to our teammates. We're just going to do whatever we want. But then you can't claim that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Oscar was saying, yo, I get the reason. If the reason is understandable, that's fine. But I should still get my place back, yo. Like, I got clipped by him. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to see after the race, bro. Cuts off the radio. That's Zach Brown
Wow.
talking.
Yeah.
Mind you, Lando, like Oscar had nothing to do with this. He didn't place that match. He did fucking terrible, or that race. He did terrible. And you have Zach Brown who's calling you late after they're already going to celebrate, after they're already congratulating Lando. They're going crazy. Imagine midway you forget that, oh wait, hold on, I gotta ask Oscar. Oscar says this shit. Or like he says this shit to Oscar, the Oscar just cuts it off immediately. Mind you, they're
Yeah.
celebrating their constructor championship. Constructor championship is a team championship. So they won the team championship
Right.
here, not the drivers won yet. And you don't even wait for your other driver who even helped get you there. You try to just say, "Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations!" Like, forget about the incident. Even though we didn't give it back to you, even though you were well and you're within your right to complain about it. We're just not gonna give it back to you. But hey, congratulations! I want you to hear how annoying this guy sounds again, bro. Cuts it off. Oh my god, bro. Well, sorry, I didn't want to go on a rant, but I just think that like with this is just recent McLaren stuff.
Yeah.
But how would you feel, bro?
Probably the same way as Piastri. I'd just feel like disrespected, basically.
And it's like, what can you do, right? Like,
Yeah.
you came from a team that was already trying to hoe you, but for context, Oscar's past team was already kind of trash. Yeah, they just didn't.
Yeah.
They were not big fans of him. But people kind of say it's like a tragic story for Oscar because he did have a chance to win last year, but the team was just clearly prioritizing strategy around Lando. So a lot of the times when
Yeah.
Oscar, I would say like bottled a bit, it was also because his team just wasn't there to kind of help keep him up there. And your engineering, bro, I'm telling you, bro, engineering is so important in F1. I mean, like, it can make or
Yeah.
break your race. Whether it's pit times, whether it's just like strategy in general, like that will literally make or break your race. And now this year, they were saying, "Oh no, we're gonna give Oscar a chance." Mind you, regulations changed. You don't have the same cars last year, even though it was fast, and now you have no chance of winning the championship because you're not placing enough, and they are already happy that
Yeah.
Lando won, so it's almost like whatever.
Damn. Yeah, that sucks. But
That's
if
all.
you can
That's
learn
all
these
you
things,
gotta. Yeah.
I mean,
Damn. That
you can learn
sucks.
these things to, stay further away from McLaren.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, now that does that. Now that deducts that down, we have Audi. Audi's decent team. They're new this season, but they used to be stake. But what do you think about them? I think they're a really cool team in the sense that, like, it's a new team, and Gabrielle's very cool in the sense that, like, he's also a good driver. He just has hiccups, um,
Yeah,
which aren't necessarily all his fault. It's also due to this, new regulations, and then just a new team kind of taking taking ownership of the team you're on. It's like it's gonna be a bit different. But
yeah.
um, are there any mix in there that do kind of interest you though?
Um, I'm not sure. Like in terms of the, the actual teams, I'm not sure
Right.
because I'm also thinking too about like the the drivers that I already knew of before getting into it. Like I knew Hamilton,
Okay.
Verstappen,
Okay.
Norris,
Okay.
um, and then I know Checo because he's
Mm-hmm.
Mexican. So
Yo,
I
he
knew
just got top 10 this race. I forgot to tell you. He went crazy. He went crazy. Yo.
yeah,
My bad. My bad. Yeah, I just wanted to hype that up.
yeah, I know him though. And then I know I already knew of Signs because he's from Spain as well. Um, I think that's about oh, and Leclerc. So that's about all of them that I knew beforehand.
Right.
And so it's like because I knew them or I knew of them beforehand, it's like I have a little bit more interest in like seeing how they're gonna do when I'm watching these races too. But I'm also looking out for all like the other ones that I'm seeing for the first time. So I think honestly, just like having to watch more races and just kind of seeing how things play out, I'll get like a clear image on who
Right.
I'll definitely like want to be a fan of. But like in the meantime, I'm kind of just using like what I had already heard of
Before.
previously to
Right.
kind of help me a bit more now.
And we can kind of just, like, give you this so that, like, let me see if it'll even help. Nah, we can make that another stream. We can make that a video even.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, no,
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, um, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to really put out more F1 content for the channel. I do think that it'll help that, like, we're doing something new, especially because we are trying to expand our horizon in a sense. Talking about traditional
Yeah,
sports, yeah, a huge part of, like, our talks last year was just this, like, bro, I don't know, a lot of these sports are kind of dying for us. Like the love for the NBA, it just is not the same. It's not the same. Be honest, bro. It's not the
yeah.
same. I
No,
think.
we had quite a lot of NBA content. I mean, they were feeding us. They were feeding us
Right, they
with
were feeding us with.
we had the betting scandal. We had
Yup.
MPJ who couldn't shut up. We had a lack of rivalries. Or that might
Right.
have been the year before, but either way, NBA was you know, yeah,
It's content heaven, man. We still gonna do it, but
not in.
yeah, we wanted to make
At
sure
the
we were
same
also.
time, too, like
Yeah, yeah.
we don't want to just be constantly negative.
Right. Like, we're not haters, bro, but we also want to be talking about sports that are, like, that are fun to us currently. Like, if we decide to stick with the sports that we usually watch, we're just gonna put out videos that make it seem like we're hating because we're just very critical about those sports, right? But if we kind of branch out and watch MLB or F1, or just talk about other sports that, like, we on the other hand don't talk about. I'm not saying those sports aren't popular, but for this channel, anything
Yeah,
outside of that, even something as the NFL, I think um
yeah,
that's also going to be fun, especially with, like, Noah kind of gaining interest again for the football. I know he wasn't a huge fan
not
before,
really, but
but
but a little behind the scenes for you guys. We've there's been like 2 or 3 different times that we've tried making an NFL video.
and we just couldn't push it out. Oh man.
Yeah, no, we had it all recorded and everything. Even did research for those videos too. I mean, we we really wanted those videos out, but I mean, uh, we'll probably get there again.
Well, we can
It's
even
the
do it
off
right
season
now.
right now.
Yeah.
That's true. It's off season right now. I know that there's been some big moves, some big trades that have happened.
Right?
Just from afar, just from like word of mouth and whatever. Not
Word of
knowing
mouth.
too much, but
Mm. And I think
yeah,
like as well as like it's also important to just like we are doing something new here, and we're building something new here. And I think if anyone just generally just like likes the way we talk to each other and just wants to fuck with the chat, they're gonna come in. And I think we will also be. And I don't know if you're down to try out Twitch once, but I mean, for now, we're gonna stick to YouTube just because our channel's here. I think
yeah,
Twitch can be very volatile in the sense that I don't know. I try to on Twitch. There's just something about it, you know. I'm not saying I hate it, but
yeah.
um, I don't know. Like, what do you think?
I mean, I think the key is really just to keep being consistent on here because obviously we're not expecting like a bunch of viewers like off the bat, especially because we haven't uploaded in a super long time as well.
Yeah,
So
months.
we're just getting back into the groove of it, seeing if people are gonna come through like as we do more of these streams as well.
Right,
Because yeah, as you said, all of our stuff is here. It's kind of where our stuff is based on right now. So we just got to keep doing it. Just keep talking about interesting stuff. I feel like today we definitely talked about some interesting stuff. The U.S. national team
hell yeah,
right before the World Cup, and then a bit about F1 as well.
hell
As
yeah.
you know, a beginner fan, so we're gonna be doing a lot more of that. So we just got a lot of the cool topics, and plus the world of sports, not even just sports too, just entertainment in general. Like there's just always crazy shit happening there. They're
Right,
feeding us.
literally. And I think as well as and let me get a mic check on you one more time before I start going off. Mic check. Okay, mic check
Hello,
again.
hello, hello.
Okay, cool.
Yep, yep, yep. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right, mic check.
Yep, yep.
Mic
We're
check
good.
again. Okay. I'm trying to find a way where I want to share like the desktop audio without having it hear you. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Um, but I think that just comes to time is figuring it out. Like for example, like we there are a lot of things that we want to do with the channel, but at the same time, because we're new here, we're still trying to like understand how like I guess the YouTube aspect works. When I was on Twitch, it was a lot easier. I don't
Yeah.
know I had it all figured out, and that was just something that like was very much easy to get in tune to. But I think for now, again, this is getting back in that groove of it and really getting back in that content because we were doing so good last year. Like if we look at our viewership, we were
Yeah.
doing amazing, and I think like it's also awesome that we have unlocked the confidence and the ability to really step our foots out there and get on public stream. This will sit here as a
Yeah.
stream. Honestly, I wouldn't mind leaving it, and honestly, if we can start pulling it from there. We'll see how it does in the next few days. We can always take it down if you want to, right? But
Yeah.
at least the people who were sub to us before understand that we're an actual channel, right? So
Yeah.
right. No, seriously.
We're
I
not.
feel like
We're not dead. We're not dead.
we're not dead and we never were dead and we don't forget about the channel. We're just, two young adults trying to figure out schedules and really going crazy with what we
That
want to
is
do.
true.
That's literally it. And I know we're old, bro. I know. We're not old really, but you know what I mean. Um,
Yeah.
well, I guess we'll end it off from there. Usually we have some. Do you want to risk playing a song or not? Just leave it like this.
I think we can leave it like this. We just being chill for now, and then we'll get there.
Right, bro. Well, there's no copyright on Spotify, so I'll play this shit in the back. But other than
Yeah.
that, I mean, shoot. You want to leave it off now? Kind of leave them up with some.
Man, we are back at it.
Like a bad habit. If you wanted more, you gotta go grab it. Yeah.
We'll add more as we go on. But
Yes, sir.
super excited to be back doing this stuff. I feel like this was like a good way to just get back into it. And so
And to start it
yeah,
off.
we're gonna be doing more of this. More is on the way. So
All right, cool.
that's all as we say, stay tuned.
More on the jump.
You see, we've been we're already mixing it up.
You know what? Hold up. Redo it.
All right.
Well, more on the jump.
Stay tuned.
Peace. Oh, lock in. All right, bro. Well, yeah.